taking notice, taking notice, taking notice.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with the Arizona Cardinals. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. This is Kenyon Drake, the fourth-year man from Alabama. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. First down, Murray. Eluding the pressure right. Pass incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. And this one caught by Max Williams. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. Nice pass that time by the #1 pick, Kyler Murray. Also drafted 9th in the Major League Baseball draft. He's the only person ever to be taken top 10 in both sports. Go back to his Allen High School days in Texas. He was 42-0 as a starting quarterback. Freshman year, he was at Texas A&M. Then the transfer to Oklahoma, sat behind Baker Mayfield. Then his opportunity came last year. Boy, did he make the most of it. Won the Heisman Trophy and led the Sooners to the college football playoff. A give running right, Drake. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And down to the 28-yard line. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. Now on first down, Drake again. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Coverage there by the former first-round pick, William Jackson. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Open man is Kirk, complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 13-yard line. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. Murray, a quick throw out to Kirk. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. On 2nd down, it's Drake. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is third down. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
They'll run. It's Drake. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive.
Come on, set. 15, line it. 15 line. Watch the run, watch the run. Yes, yes. Watch the shot. Go.
This is Joe Mixon, 4th in the NFL in rushing last season. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 35. I don't think that's what the defensive coordinator had in mind there. You got him pinned back inside the 5, and then you let him rip off that long run.
You're already anticipating the film session, aren't you?
There's going to be some anger.
Yeah, it's not going to be at the greatest hits, is it? Because they didn't hit anyone on that play. Supposed to have them pinned back deep. Instead, they leave a big crack, a gaping hole, and guess what? They're in bad position right now.
Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. Hey, Delta. 58, boys, 58. Now.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chandler Jones, one of the best athletes to ever come out of Rochester, New York, in for the sack. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17.
Check 26, check 26. General West.
They'll look to throw here. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. He'll drop to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Here we go, here we go. Go. Switch. Kill. Watch that. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Look at me, zipper. He's mine. Hey.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
80 weapons.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Let's go. 18 Gator. Hey, Echo. I'm coming. Ready?
2nd and 11. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
58 to Mike. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, G.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chandler Jones able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. Well, they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. 2nd and 5. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. 3rd down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7. Well, that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Hey, Sam off.
He's checking, he's
Hard, hard.
Shift. Joker.
Looking to throw. And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. 1st down.
Ready.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Smooth.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Against the mic. All day, baby, all day. 58, boys, 58. Mike.
Back to throw. This pass complete to Higgins. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's good for 28 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Check.
Hey, Alpha.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Big river.
They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chandler Jones able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Hey, orbit.
Mike, check. 59.
On the ball now.
They'll set up to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Chandler Jones. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Come
We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
58's the mic. 58.
Hey, lock it.
You don't want none of that. Pick up.
Go on.
Check hot route. Hot.
Look, squeeze.
No.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again. Chandler Jones able to record his 5th sack of the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on. Into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they've got themselves a 7-0 lead here, but that, you recall, was a defensive touchdown, so still nothing as of yet for this offense.
Well, they're happy to have the lead. We got to cut them a little bit of slack. It's still early enough, just a couple of drives so far, but if this one goes nowhere, those adjustments that we talk about, they shouldn't wait for halftime. They should go ahead and start working on them right now.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, 10, touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals are able to show off their quick strike ability.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination. 2nd and 13. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, Haywood!
Mike, 58, right there. Got to do better.
Ready?
He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Hassan Reddick In there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. On the return is Peterson. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And out will come the offense as they take over. And getting our first update now from Nashville. And it's the Titans who are off to the early lead in that ball game. And we'll be sure to keep an eye on that one as we go along here. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get to field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here, and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. And officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
And the Cardinal first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play fake. Murray. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
After the field goal, here's Gonzalez to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10.
Check three, check three, check three. Slam, slam. Watch twist, watch twist.
Yo, 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 go, go. Hey, 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 hey. Let's go.
Now Joe Mixon. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Let's go. 70, Indy.
Watch the run, watch the run. Switch, switch, switch.
Yes, yes.
See, we got motion. Back up, back up. Mike's 5'9".
Go. Big grip, big grip.
Now it's Mixon running right. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Give him 3 yards there, as that'll take us to 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter, as he'll go for it on 4th down. They'll run here with Mixon, and he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Now back to throw. He finds his running back, Mixon, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14.
Go.
Stay.
First carry now for the backup, LaShawn McCoy. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
22 Jets Bombers, 22 Jets Bombers. Look at me. Door, door.
You better be ready.
They're going to look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. You know that they were thinking second half comeback here. That's a big miss if they want to have a chance at that comeback.
A very big miss because time is becoming a real factor now. and they're 3 scores down.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Right back to Dre. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And able to find Kirk complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. Christian Kirk, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals push further out in front.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, box truck, box truck.
58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike.
Hit it.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Morrow. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, zoom.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter with the score Cardinals 24, Bengals nothing.
On the double. Go, go.
Let's get this. Hey, check Mike 11.
Greystone travel.
Let's put him on the bus.
Go.
They'll drop the throw. Open man is Uzama. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw here. Going deep downfield for Ross. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Cyprien. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Get on the point right here.
Throwing now is Murray. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Andy Isabella. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far as his guys continue to pour it on. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more.
Makes the score Cardinals 31, Bengals nothing. Zane Gonzalez to kick
now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Hate to say it, but that play typifies what we've seen from this offense all game long.
Yeah, don't you think maybe you flip over your play sheet as the offensive coordinator and see the side that says try something different? You know, because this has not worked all game long. They continue to try and get it done. They've got to come up with something a little bit different. Try something special, something they haven't seen.
Anything to score a point. Second and 14. That's complete to John Ross. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Mixon with a first down carry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Budda Baker. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Hey, Delta.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Hassan Reddick picks up his second sack of the afternoon. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. He'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chandler Jones. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch 54. Watch 54. I got one. I got one.
Murray's going to look to throw this thing. That ball complete to Isabella. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Oftentimes we play as an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were